1. So it's not. So according to FIFA, Raheem Sterling 38 aggression, Andre Gomez 81 aggression. So what have you got to say about that?
Wow. We'll have to see next time we play Everton.
Love that. Fine talk from that. Right, so 0 out of 1. Second question, Raheem. Both sides, as we know and as you know very well, have fantastic keepers. But which keeper has the better kicking, Pickford or Ederson?
I'll go for Eddie.
Correct.
Ederson.
Pickford 87, Ederson 93. So it's 1 out of 2. It all comes down to this last question. Win this, you win the quiz. If you don't get this right, it's a draw. Finally, you are rapid, as we know, Raheem, on the game and in real life. But who is slower, according to FIFA 20, John Stones or Otamendi?
Got a lot of pace there. I'd say John Stones.
John Stones, 68. You're wrong. Otamendi, 56. So Otamendi is slower. So do you think they've got that wrong, do you, Raheem?
No, they got that correct. John's a little bit quicker, I think, I'd say.
Fair enough. So it is 1-1 in the quiz. We can't separate them. Sorry, Andre Gomez 1 out of 3, Raheem Sterling 1 out of 3. We're almost ready to go. So let's bring in one of our co-presenters, Harry Panera. Delighted to say that Harry is alongside myself and Joe throughout this FIFA 5-day event. Harry, this is a big matchup, one that we've all been looking forward to.
Yeah, massive. I think it's going to be a very attacking game because we saw with the game with Raheem Sterling against Wilfried Zaha how attackingly great Sterling was. But Andre Gomez, like we said earlier, is a fantastic player at the game. Looks very composed when he's playing, so I'm very intrigued to see what happens here. They did draw 1-1 in the quiz. Hopefully it's not the same in the game. Hopefully we get a lot of goals. So the game's coming soon, lads. What's your predictions, Joe? Because we've spoke about this before, about how different these players are. What do you reckon is going to happen in this game?
Do you know what? I'm tired of making predictions. I'm wrong every single time, so I haven't got a clue, to be totally honest.
I think that's why I asked you, Joe.
I was originally thinking that Andre would be knocked out by Reece James, so he won 8-0. So I'm not going to make any predictions. I'm just hoping for goals here, Smithy.
Yeah, so we are ready to go for the game. It is, of course, Raheem Sterling taking on Andre Gomez. Raheem Sterling off the back of a 5-4 victory against Wilfried Zaha of Crystal Palace. Andre Gomez, as Joe said there, 8-0 victory for Everton against Reece James of Chelsea. We are underway. And this is set to be an absolute cracker. This is one that a lot of fans have been very much looking forward to. The winner of this is our third quarter-final match of the day, of course. The winner of Everton against Man City will play Liverpool and Trent Alexander-Arnold specifically in the semi-final. The other semi-final confirmation that Diogo Jota is in that, and he will play the winner of Brighton against Burnley, which is our last quarter-final we will be bringing you today.
Yes, exactly. And Everton on the attack early doors. Great football by Andre Gomez, and a snapshot from Bernard is well held by Ederson. Really interesting, Andre Gomez playing himself down consistently here, pre-game saying that Raheem Sterling is the favourite for this one, despite an 8-0 win over Reece James that sent Twitter absolutely wild, didn't it? Reece James was not getting a lot of love from Chelsea fans, I think it's fair to say, after that one. But Andre Gomez did his club proud, and you can see that he is a good FIFA player, despite what he says, despite the fact he said he hasn't picked up a pad before a week ago, Smithy.
Yeah, I think some of these, whether we believe that quite so much or not, I don't know. Andre Gomez was absolutely emphatic in his first game, played a great game, and Raheem Sterling probably gave us the most entertaining game of the tournament against Wilfried Zaha. Ebbed and flowed that one, but in the end he did win that one 5-4 against Wilfried Zaha, who was many people tipped to go very far in this tournament. So a big victory. Raheem Sterling's had a tough two opening games in this tournament. The draw hasn't been kind to him. Wilfried Zaha and then Andre Gomez. Interestingly, these teams have met twice in the Premier League already. Man City victorious on both occasions, 2-1 at home and 3-1 away. So Raheem Sterling has a good record against Everton. He has the first chance. Oh, narrowly wide, Joe.
Oh, I think he just hit the post there. I think that might have clipped the upright. Really good build-up play by Raheem Sterling. Andre Gomez in his first game was talking about how he tries to play FIFA, how he plays in real life. So lots of possession-based football, very elegant on the ball as well. And at the moment, you can see that slow build-up play in effect. Dominic Calvert-Lewin got a first-half hat-trick in his opening game against Reece James. It might be slightly more cagey here, but obviously a good... Here's a chance. Here's a Great chance and a great save by Ederson. Slightly fortunate with the rebound, but nevertheless, a really good chance there, Harry.
Yeah, really good chance. They've both had chances, very good chances actually, in the start of this game. I mean, I don't want to make another prediction and say this is going to be a cagey affair because it never really ends like that, but it has started off that way. It does seem that Andre Gomez is still sticking to his position-based football, but we all know how Raheem Sterling is when he's attacking as well. This kind of seems like a real game. Like, I feel like this is Pep playing. I don't know if this is Raheem Sterling or not, but Smithy, great game so far.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic game so far. Not often have we seen 0-0 after 20 minutes. Big chance. Oh, it's a good save, but we usually see goals galore. Surely that is a chance that he must score. Will that be a chance that is rude later on? Yeah, very cagey affair so far, Joe. Very tough one to call this.
He opened Andre Gomez up really well there, though, didn't he? And that was a brilliant save, bailing him out from Jordan Pickford in the Everton net. That front line of, I think he's gone for Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling and Sergio Aguero. Very, very quick, very deadly. At the other end, we're seeing a slightly more patient build-up play from Andre Gomez, looking to get the ball to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, then it just hits him on the heels. Very unlucky not to get through there, Harry.
Very, very unlucky. This is a very, very tight game, and if we look at the players' posture, you can tell that they're not playing any games with this one, but this is a game that's going to come down to mistakes. I can see it. The defending's been very, very good, very compact as well, so I think they just need to work harder on breaching the lines a bit more, but fantastic start here, Smithy.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start. And it's still 0-0, 28. Just a reminder that if it is 0-0 at the end of the game, we do go to golden goal, which we've not seen once in this tournament yet. Big first chance. And it's the first goal of the game. 1-0 to Man City. It's that man, Kevin De Bruyne, gives Raheem Sterling the early lead.
Yeah, great build-up play from Raheem Sterling, wasn't it? Getting that second man run into effect. Kevin De Bruyne coming from deep. We've seen him do it in real life, does it in FIFA as well, scoring goals for fun at the moment, Raheem Sterling. 5 in his opening match against Wilfried Zaha, 1 in the first 30 minutes against Andre Gomez's Everton here. And this is going to be a test of Andre Gomez. It's the first time he's conceded in the tournament, of course, beating Reece James 8-0 early doors. We'll just have to see whether or not he can deal with the pressure of being a goal behind, Harry.
Yeah, I think this is a big test to see if he's willing to, put all the stomps in to make sure that this is a win here. But Kevin De Bruyne, I must say, has been influential in this first half. He's been everywhere. He's even got a yellow card. There's an equaliser by Andre Gomez, Joe.
Brilliant goal. Amazing build-up play by Andre Gomez, it has to be said. Sigurdsson coming from deep. We saw Kevin De Bruyne come from deep for Manchester City's goal. And now it's Gylfi Sigurdsson for Everton. I wonder whether that's a sign of things to come. These second-man runs from the midfield used to great effect by both players in the opening half. At the moment, it's an evenly poised game. The winner of this, of course, will go through to face Trent Alexander-Arnold. So we're either going to see a Merseyside derby or a top-of-the-table clash between Liverpool and Manchester City. We've seen those two sides battling it out for titles in real life. They could be battling it out for another title here, Smiths.
Yeah, do you know what's really interesting, Joe, as well? This game is so evenly poised. It'd be fascinating to see if anyone decides to make any tactical changes, any substitutions at the halfway mark, if it remains at 1-1. Of course, 40 minutes on the clock. Raheem Sterling with that early goal through Kevin De Bruyne, but Andre Gomez straight back in it. These are two very, very good experienced FIFA players. So it'd be interesting to see if any tactical changes are made. And as we say, we could see golden goal if the scores are level at the end of this game. So, Harry, what are the fans saying at this stage?
Some are saying that this is the best game of the competition so far based on how cagey it is. I'm looking at the fact that, Raheem Sterling is defending really well. So he's learned his lesson from the first game. But this is a big test for Andre Gomez, as you said. I want to see how he's able to adapt with a player who's more compact and not, giving a lot of space and time, really. But great start so far. I don't know how to call it. I don't know about you, Smithy.
I can't call it either. I'm not going to give you a prediction. I've made too many predictions, as we say, Joe, but it looks like it will be 1-1 at the half-time stage, Joe.
Yeah, so there we have it. 1-1 at half-time. Andre, can you hear me okay? How are you feeling at half-time?
Well, there's a lot of tension. Hard game. Raheem plays really well. So,
Raheem, how stressed are you feeling there? Because it's very tense from where we're sitting.
Yeah, there's been good opportunities for both teams, and as you said, it's really tense at the minute. But let's try to keep our head and get that winning goal.
Okay, guys, we'll let you get back into it for the second half. I'm just wondering, Harry, whether the people at home or not think that people should be making changes or stick to the guns right now.
Well, we haven't seen anything changing right now, but there's a lot of respect for Kevin De Bruyne on this game. A lot of people are telling Raheem to shoot from far. Difference is it's not one of those games where he probably can pop that over. It's more of a, possession base and trying to find space here. So it will be very exciting to see how dynamic this Man City and Everton team can be. But I'm looking forward to seeing some more goals. It's been very cagey, but I think there's more goals in this, Smithy.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that. I think there's definitely more goals to come. Raheem Sterling, of course, been in great form, as he has been for many years for Man City in the Premier League. Second in Man City's most ever Premier League goals, 94 Premier League goals, second only to Aguero in Premier League. Fourth City assist maker as well. 16 Premier League goals this season. So he's been in great form, and he's proven to be in great form in this tournament as well as he goes on the attack. But it's a good defensive play from Andre Gomez as well. And these two just can't be separated at the minute. 50 minutes on the clock, 1-1. Andre Gomez, not the best record in the Premier League in games he's played against Man City, but holding his own in this match so far, Joe.
Yeah, just some poor decision making in the final third there from Andre Gomez. Probably went the wrong way. Now Manchester City are looking to break. It's a much slower style of play this time from Raheem Sterling. It was a bit more gung-ho against Wilfried Zaha, but it's actually working against Andre Gomez because he won the first game 8-0, so you've got to be careful against him. He's a danger man on the break. Look at this, really, really patient build-up play. Willing to go all the way back to the centre-backs, looking to pick passes between the lines, trying to find Leroy Sané here, back to Aguero. Can he get a shot off Aguero? You can't give him that much room on the edge of the box, just like in real life, straight into the side netting, Harry.
Couldn't Aguero. I mean, it's criminal to give him any sort of space, but it was a great drag back to fool the defender, and Aguero doesn't miss from there anyway. This has given Raheem Sterling a bit more breathing space. But it's going to be very difficult for him to keep this lead with Andre Gomez. We know how he is. But this should be, more of a reason for Andre Gomez to be more relaxed with his approach now and go for the attack, Joe.
Yeah, plenty of time left in the game. Like we said, we might well see some in-game tweaks. Andre Gomez, of course, in his first game said that he never plays FIFA, really. He'd only picked up a pad 7 days ago and then ran out 8-0 victory against Reece James. Quite a lot of people questioning online whether or not he was just conning us so he could get some confidence. But he was very impressive, and he's actually been pretty impressive here. It's been a really, really even game between Raheem Sterling and Andre Gomez. Not too much to separate them. Raheem's just taking his chances slightly better so far, Smithy.
Yeah, very, very close game. It's interesting to hear what the players will be thinking. A lot of players saying in their post-match interview that we've been speaking to, saying they want the opposing player to win. I'm pretty sure Reece James will want Andre Gomez to win this so that he can say off the back of that 8-0 drubbing that he lost to the eventual winner or someone that went very far. A lot of players saying that. They want the player that beats them to go on to win the tournament, just for to reinstate a bit of pride. And it's a big chance here for Everton. Big chance. And it's another goal. It's the equalising goal for Andre Gomez. It's Everton 2, Man City 2. And it's Gylfi Sigurdsson again. What a game we have on our hands, Joe.
Yeah, Gylfi Sigurdsson with another run from deep. You could see Raheem really annoyed about that goal, saying no, throwing his hands up in the air. And it's been an effective tactic for Andre Gomez, using the second man run of Gylfi Sigurdsson, drawing out the centre-backs and then popping a single pass into him. Raheem now on the attack with Sergio Aguero looking to do the same. Aguero's in, should be a goal, is a goal. Hit straight back, 3-2. We're in for another stunner, Harry.
Yeah, all of that tight game, we knew it was never going to happen. It's similar to the Wilfried Zaha game and Raheem Sterling, where it's back-to-back goals now. I think the game's opened up more. Kun Aguero, crazy striker. I mean, one of the best in the world at the moment, and he's proven why on this game as well. But Raheem Sterling's hair on the wing, it just seems to be opened up now. I don't know how you feel about it, Joe.
Yeah, the game has just opened up. It is often the way on FIFA. There's another chance here for Aguero. Can he get a shot off? Sergio Aguero, really good defending. Great defending by Andre Gomez there on the edge of the area. You know how hard it is to get a shot off. And now he's breaking with Bernard. Otamendi looking to get across. He does defend that well in the end, Raheem Sterling. Of course, the winner of this game is going to go on to play Trent Alexander-Arnold in the semi-final. But on the other side of the draw, you could well see Diogo Jota matching up against either Neal Maupay or Dwight McNeil. We'll be able to bring you that game later this afternoon. Diogo Jota progressing to the semi-finals with a fine victory, of course, representing Wolves at e-sport level and international level. And here's a chance for Andre Gomez. Richarlison. There's a scramble in the box. Is he going to go over the line? Oh, it's cleared off the line by Manchester City. What an absolutely incredible piece of defending. There's a scramble in the box. Not sure what's going on. And Raheem Sterling clears Smithy.
John, what have we just witnessed? That could be a huge moment in the game in the 79th minute mark. We saw one of the most fortuitous goals scored in the last game. A dreadful own goal for Lys Mousset. So unlucky. It was one that Diogo Jota had his head in his hands for. He couldn't even celebrate. And that could have been a huge, huge moment in the game. Raheem Sterling goes straight down the other end. The chance. Oh, it's off the post. That would have been the chance to kill the game off. And what a few minutes we've witnessed. Both players with massive chances to score. Somehow, it's still 3-2. Can Raheem see this out?
It's going to be very tough to see it out. It's so end-to-end. It really is open. I can't believe either of them haven't switched up their tactics, in particular Raheem, who is currently leading this game. Leroy Sané hitting the post there with a fantastic timed strike. And Raheem really looking to play on the break now. Slots it into Leroy Sané's feet. I just wonder whether Andre Gomez will be thinking about making any tactical changes at this stage, although Dominic Calvert-Lewin remains a danger man, Harry.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to make any changes right now. It's very, very tough. Aguero, hat-trick for Aguero. It seems as if that's it. That's the game right there. 90 minutes, 4-2. Joe, what a performance by Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, Raheem Sterling, really imperious here. 8-0 victor Andre Gomez in the first game, but unable to breach Raheem Sterling's backline on that many occasions this time. He did score 2, but not enough to beat Raheem Sterling, who has been on incredible form so far in this tournament, scoring goals for fun. Raheem, you scored 5 goals in the first game. You scored 4 goals in your second game. You must be pretty happy.
Sorry, is that to me? Sorry.
Yeah, it was Raheem. We're just saying you scored 5 in your first game, 4 in your second game. You must be pretty happy with that performance.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't know what I was coming in up against. I seen the score line. I had a lot of people messaging me, so I had to keep my focus. I stayed away from the game, and I said I'll play just today. I won't do no practice, and I'll play today. But he's really good. His build-up play is so annoying. I must say it's really annoying to try and get close to him, but he's very good.
Yeah, some people at home might have been saying you should have shut up shop earlier, but you keep on attacking. Is that how we're going to see you play throughout this whole tournament?
Yeah, as I said, I know I need to probably not attack as much, but I like to make sure I try and score as much as I can, to be honest with you. So, yeah.
Okay, then. Commiserations to that one, Andre. Talk us through how you're feeling after that result.
Well, hard to take, but was a good game. Raheem plays really well, so I expected that.
You had a couple of good chances yourselves. Ederson keeping the ball out of the net, and obviously that goal line scramble too.
Well, bad luck, but he plays really well, especially attacking with a lot of players inside. But like I said, was a good game, and I enjoyed it.
Do you have a message for Raheem then as he progresses through to the semi-final to face Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Well, good luck, obviously. Now I'm out. You won, so all the best, and keep going to the final.
Thank you, bro.
And Raheem, you'll be facing Trent Alexander-Arnold, obviously your England teammate, a rival domestically. How are you feeling about going up against him?
Yeah, to be fair, I kind of know how Trent plays, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to be fair.
So have you played Trent before then at FIFA?
Yeah, on the national team in camps in his room. But yeah, I know what to expect.
And who usually comes out on top, you or Trent?
Well, to be fair, I can't play FIFA on the TV, so he wins every time on the TV. But when I've got this little setup I've got here, he's not beating me.
Okay, so you're backing yourself against Trent Alexander-Arnold 100% in the semi-final.
Could be a good game, but yeah, I'm backing myself, yeah.
Okay, thanks very much, guys, for joining us today. Commiserations, Andre. Congratulations to you, Raheem.
Thank you, Andre, bro. Good.
Thanks, guys.
See you. See ya.
Yeah.
There we go then, Smithy. Andre Gomez falling out of the tournament, but Raheem Sterling progresses to face his England teammate. I'm buzzing to see that semi-final.
What a semi-final that is. Raheem Sterling against Trent Alexander-Arnold. Man City against Liverpool, two heavyweights of the Premier League that have been contesting for titles for so many years, as we know. And what's interesting, the other dynamic that throws up, Harry, is that they know how each other play. And I think there's going to be a bit of fighting talk going into this. Wouldn't be surprised if we see messages on social media. Wouldn't be surprised if the pre-game build-up is one to watch as well. It is a mouth-watering semi-final, that, Harry, isn't it?
Yeah, two amazing players on the field. And by the looks of it, them getting into the semi-finals, two amazing players off the field as well. So it's going to be a good game. They've played each other before, like Raheem's said before. So it seems as if he's lost before. So he's got to get one over him. And why not get over in the biggest competition probably that they're going to face each other? So I can't wait. I'm not making an answer again because I did say Andre Gomez was going to win this and he didn't. So I'm not making no assumptions against Smithy.
Yeah, no doubt they'll be messaging each other. I cannot wait to see the build-up to this one. Let's just reflect on that game, Joe, because I think tactically that was a very good game. One thing we can say about Raheem, he's very entertaining to watch. As you quite rightly put in your post-match interview there, he could have shut up shop, could have gone more defensive, like he could have done in the first game against Zaha, because he did have that 2-goal lead, if you remember, then Zaha scored late. But he's a very exciting player, much like he is in the Premier League. Very exciting to watch.
Yeah, very, very exciting player. I mean, he is going to have to be a little bit more defensive, I'm sure, against Trent. I've got a delivery man buzzing at my door, by the way, so apologies for that. I'll go and let him in just a moment. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be excited to face Trent Alexander-Arnold in the next round. I do think, though, that Trent is going to have to try and play a little bit slower because Raheem Sterling wants to play 100 miles an hour going forward, doesn't he, Harry?
100%. I think he's going to have to slow it down completely. I think, but the one thing I can say is that Trent is also attacking as well. So I feel like we're going to see a very attacking game. And if anything changes, then I'm sure it will just be a lot of goals. But I can't wait for the next round. And I can't wait for the next fixture either, Smithy.
Yes, let's have a reminder what it means for the tournament. We are getting into the nitty-gritty, the advancing stages. Here we go. 3 quarter-final matches that we've given you today. Liverpool, Trent Alexander-Arnold beating Christian Atsu of Newcastle 4-1. Diogo Jota been absolutely sensational all tournament. 5-2 victory against Neal Maupay. And Everton 2, Andre Gomez losing to Raheem Sterling 4-2. So that means our semi-final lineup is Liverpool against Manchester City, and Wolverhampton Wanderers will play the winner of our next game, which is Brighton versus Burnley. Brighton versus Burnley is our 4th and final quarter-final. It's Neal Maupay against Dwight McNeil. Joe, how much are you looking forward to that? Once you've got the delivery sorted out of the way, how much are you looking forward to the next game?
Yeah, hopefully the delivery man has left the building now, but I'm buzzing for it, Smithy. Neal Maupay has been one of the most exceptional competitors we've seen so far, plays an awful lot of Ultimate Team, has been able to translate that really well into 85 rated mode. Dwight McNeil might have had a slightly easier route to this stage, but nevertheless, let's not write him off, Harry.
No. I feel like we've written him off a bit too much by not mentioning his name, but he's a very composed player as well. So it'll be good to see how he goes against one of our favourites as well, Neil. But I'm excited. This competition's brought a lot of goals, so I don't think it's going to stop anyway, Smithy. I think this is going to be one of the best games that we've seen today as well.
Yeah, love it. HP, just want to finally get your thoughts on some of the in-game players because Glenn Murray has scored 8 goals for Neal Maupay's Brighton. He said Glenn Murray is the GOAT, mate, in this tournament. Are we going to see Glenn Murray, the GOAT, reappear shortly?
100%. I think that's one thing we can count on is that Neal Maupay is going to use Glenn Murray to the best of his advantage and get more goals. It would be crazy if he scores 4 again. That would be on the trot. So 3 games, 4 goals. Each game. So I'm looking forward to see how he uses Glenn, Smithy.
Okay, so that is all we have time for right now. We'll be back at 4 o'clock for Brighton against Burnley, our 4th and final quarter-final. The winner of that will go up against Diogo Jota in tomorrow's semi-final of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Thank you for joining us, and a quick reminder, please all stay at home, stay safe, and save lives. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to the ePremier League Invitational. I'm Adam Smith and I will be alongside Joe Tomlinson and Harry Pinero. We're at day 4 of the competition, about to go into our very last quarter-final matchup, Joe. And this is a tough one to call, mate.
Yeah, a really tough game to call coming up for you, but we've already seen so many goals in this quarterfinals, haven't we? It's been so much fun. I hope you guys at home are enjoying it as well. Just a quick reminder, though, for everybody watching, please do stay at home and help save lives. It's really important right now. And a reminder as well that the prize fund from this ePremier League Invitational tournament is, of course, being donated to the Players Together initiative. So that is great to see. We've got one game coming your way this afternoon. Brighton versus Burnley, Neal Maupay versus Dwight McNeil. Both of them have battled their way through to the quarter-final stage. Both brilliant players in their own right, Smithy.
Yeah, it should be a good one. And we've got the all-important rules. If you are joining us for the first time, I hope you're not, because you would have missed a lot of great FIFA action. But these are the all-important rules you need to be aware of. The ePremier League Invitational is a straight knockout tournament. You lose one game, that is it. The tournament's over. One game per round. Every Premier League club represented by a player from their squad or a celebrity fan. But interestingly, both celebrity fans are now out of the tournament.
I'm doing.
And the in-game rules are as follows. Every game will have 2 6-minute halves. In the event of a draw, if the teams cannot be separated, it will go to golden goal to determine the winner. 85 rated Premier League squads in kickoff mode, Joe, to establish who is the best FIFA 20 player in the Premier League, Joe.
Yeah, we've seen some epic games over the last few days, haven't we? None more so than the last few quarter-final matchups. Of course, Diogo Jota walking his way through to the quarter-final stage with that victory over Leicester in an 8-2 win. And then he beat League Invitational yet again today, didn't he? Very impressive, Diogo Jota, up to this stage. He's represented his club at esport level, he's represented his country at esport level, and he's doing it again at the EPL Invitational. Trent Alexander-Arnold also breezed his way really past Christian Atsu to get to the semi-final and set up an absolutely epic encounter, a top-of-the-table clash between Liverpool and Manchester City after Raheem Sterling, of course, defeated one of the tournament's best players in Andre Gomez 4-2. A great game. We're about to see another classic, Neal Maupay versus Dwight McNeil. I'm hoping for yet more goldsmiths.
Yeah, so you're quite right. Those are where we're at today. Liverpool against Man City is the first semi-final we know, which will be tomorrow. The other semi-final will be the winner of this next matchup against Diogo Jota of Wolves. And we can bring you some of the highlights of today's action now. So this is what you may have missed if you're just joining us. Trent Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool against Christian Atsu of Newcastle was our first game. Christian Atsu taking a surprise lead through Alan Saint-Maximin, but Trent Alexander-Arnold through Bobby Firmino, as he has been doing all season for Liverpool, straight back in it. And then from that moment on, it was really all Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah, Gini Wijnaldum on the score sheet as well. That one was Gini Wijnaldum. This one was Mo Salah, and that was 3-1 up to Liverpool. You see what it meant to Trent? He's very competitive. He wants to win this, and this was the fourth goal. 4-1 Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold, first person in the semi-final tomorrow. Our next game saw one of the tournament's favourites, Diogo Jota of Wolves, go up against League Invitational of Sheffield United. Diogo Jota taking an early lead thanks to Campana, and then Campana scoring again. His second goal of the game to make it 2-0 to Wolves. League Invitational previous round had beaten Todd Campbell, who was the tournament favourite. But this was a very tough encounter. And League Invitational getting back into it. It's very tight at this stage. Only 2-1 was the score. But then the dramatic own goal. League Invitational couldn't watch it. Diogo Jota almost embarrassed to score that, but it did give him a 3-1 lead. But then League Invitational straight back into it through Zivkovic. And then Diogo Jota, with the captain's armband on, scored 2 goals. This one, I'm calling it the goal of the tournament. Very hard technique to execute on FIFA 20. Thinking it over the keeper. Diogo Jota is in the semi-final. Our third game of the day was Andre Gomez of Everton against Raheem Sterling of Man City. 2 players that had emphatic wins in their first round. 8-0 Andre Gomez, Raheem Sterling beating Wilfried Zaha. And it was a very close encounter, 1-1 after 56 minutes on the clock. But then Raheem sailed into a 2-1 lead, and Sergio Aguero was the man, was the difference. But once again, Andre Gomez getting back into it. Second goal of the game through Gylfi Sigurdsson. But then Raheem's class really shone. Sergio Aguero getting a hat-trick. The match finishing Everton 2, Man City 4, setting up Raheem Sterling against Trent Alexander-Arnold. Joe, and you spoke to them both after the game. And what's brilliant about this semi-final is they both know each other very well. They're teammates for England. They're obviously opposing players in the Premier League, good friends, and they've played a lot of FIFA against each other. So there's going to be a bit of needle in this one.
Yeah, definitely. And Sterling was saying, wasn't he, that he struggled every single time he's played Trent Alexander-Arnold when they're away for England. Hopefully now he's got his own setup in his own front room. He might perform a little bit better, but I've been so impressed by Trent Alexander-Arnold so far. Looks really, really calm, relaxed, reclining back in his houses, and he never looks like he's too stressed, but scoring some brilliant goals. A great chip in his opening round, and today really just blew Christian Atsu away and showed his calibre as a FIFA player.
Yeah, I'm delighted to say that the players are with us now for our fourth and final quarter-final. There is Neal Maupay, there is Dwight McNeil. Neil, it's Smithy. Firstly, let's reflect on your tournament. 6-1 win against Villa and a 4-2 win against Bournemouth. It's been a great tournament for you so far, Neil.
Yes, definitely. So far, I've played some good games. Against Philip Billing was a tough game, but I went through, I won. So another big game today.
Yeah, you're coming up against Dwight McNeil, who's proved to be a very good FIFA player himself. He's won 2 games. Of course, both of you having to go through 2 matches because you're in the round 1. So both of you playing 2 matches. Some other players obviously just going straight in at the quarter-final stage. Have you seen much of Dwight play, and what do you expect from him in this game?
Dwight played the other day against Arsenal. He's a good player. He knows how to play FIFA. So it's gonna be hard for me. It's gonna be exciting, and yeah, good luck to him.
Love that. And you're going to give any tactics? Are you going to change any tactics? You're going to reveal what you're doing in this game? You're going to keep it as a surprise for us?
I'm gonna keep my team. I'm pretty happy with how my players are playing with Glenn up top, obviously. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll wait to see if Glenn Murray will be the GOAT for you. He described him as the GOAT yesterday. Glenn Murray, 8 goals for Neal Maupay. So those are the thoughts, Joe, of Neal Maupay going into our 4th and final quarter-final.
Yeah, and we can speak to Dwight as well now. Dwight, I have to say you look very relaxed. How are you feeling ahead of this one?
Yeah, just, like I said, relaxed, calmed. Looking forward to getting to the game.
Have you seen any of Neil play earlier in the tournament?
Yeah, I watched him against Philip, which was a good game. Both very good players, but yeah, I could tell he was a better player, and I knew he was going to win it.
And obviously Glenn Murray's got 8 goals for Neil in just 2 games. How do you plan on shutting him down?
Be very difficult, I think. Slightly difficult where Aubameyang couldn't stop him, but hopefully I stopped him today, even though he's in great form for him. He scored, like I said, 8 goals, and like I said, I think he is the GOAT for him. Yeah, I agree with him.
And you obviously called Jay Rodriguez your GOAT in waiting. You've got a couple of goals with him at the last round and one with Chris Wood. Are we going to be seeing lots of Jay Rodriguez on the ball today?
Well, hopefully try and get more people involved as well. But yeah, I'll be looking for the big man up top especially.
There we have it then, Smithy. 2 players that are very, very good at this game. I'm buzzing for it.
Love that. Okay, all the best to both our players there, to Neil and to Dwight as well. Let's bring Harry Panera in. Delighted to say that our good friend Harry Panera has been joining Joe and I on all these streams. Harry, what do you expect? Are we seeing the GOAT J-Rod or the GOAT Glenn Murray in this game? What do you think, mate?
I told you before, Smithy, I'm not making any more assumptions, man. I've messed up about 8 times now, and I don't want to continue and make it 10. But one thing I can say, I'm very excited to see how Dwight plays. I think we've undershadowed how good he is just because of the games that he's been in haven't been high-scoring games. But I think he's got something under his sleeve here. It'll be great to see how Neil plays because we already know how amazing he is. Like Joe's already said, he's got hundreds of games under his belt with Ultimate Team, and you can see he's a seasoned professional. So this is going to be a very good game, 2 different styles. But Smithy, I think these 2 players know exactly what we're in for. Goals galore, man. I'm hoping for that, man.
Harry's called it goals galore. Hope that doesn't mean 0-0 based on the other predictions we've all made. But we are in the arena right now. And Joe was pointing out these 2 players have done it the hard way, of course, because 12 of the 20 going straight through to the round of 16. But 8 of the competitors did have to come through a round 1 match. Both Dwight and Neil were two of those players. So they both played twice. Brighton 6-1 against Villa and 4-2 against Bournemouth. That was Neil's route here. And Dwight McNeil for Burnley, 3-2 against West Ham, which was Ryan Fredericks, and 3-1 against Josh Franceschi of Arsenal. So both these players are coming through 2 matches already, doing it the hard way, Joe.
Yeah, doing it the hard way, but both excellent FIFA performers, aren't they? And both players have a very similar style of play. They both really want to keep the ball. We saw Neal Maupay in the last round put up nearly 70% possession, which for anyone that plays a lot of FIFA will be able to tell you how hard that is. Dwight McNeil also likes to be patient, likes to have that slow build-up play, and we can see it already here that Neal Maupay is going to try and get on the ball an awful lot, Harry.
Yeah, definitely. I think we know Neal Maupay's style is very skillful. He's a skillful player, loves to keep the ball, but loves to attack as well. But the way we've seen before, can play very compact, loves possession as well. So it's going to basically be a tell of who can hold the ball longer and who can create more chances. But I'm intrigued to see how Dwight can deal with the skill of Neal, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. Neal Maupay, hotly tipped amongst a lot of the FIFA community to do well. Harry spoke there about how much Ultimate Team he plays, but it's not always easy to transfer the skills from Ultimate Team into 85 rated mode. We saw how much Todd Cantwell struggled to do that. He was one of the favourites for the tournament, played an awful lot of Ultimate Team, played an awful lot of esports coming into this, and a regular Twitch streamer, but just couldn't translate his play into 85 mode. We see there Neal Maupay almost opening up Burnley, but it wasn't to be, Smithy.
Yeah, exactly right. They're not to be so far. Interesting first 10 minutes. Of course, these two sides have met twice in the Premier League already as we have our first chance of the game, but it is cleared. Brighton 1, Burnley 1. That was back in September 2019. And then in February, Brighton 1, Burnley 3. Neal Maupay did score in his only ever appearance against Burnley in the game at the Amex. And then at the other game, Brighton 1, Burnley 3, Dwight McNeil assisted Chris Wood for his second goal of the game. So both have had a good hand in this game and nothing separating them 14 minutes on the clock, Joe.
Yeah, nothing separating them. This is going to be very tense, and it's going to be a game where any chance has to be capitalised on. I think it could come down to who makes the least mistakes, to be totally honest. Both sides having to play 2 games to get to this stage, like you already hinted at, Smithy. Burnley getting past West Ham, that 3-2 victory from Dwight over Ryan Fredericks, where Ryan nearly came back, of course, into the game. Here's a chance then for Burnley. Still hovering around the box, cut back. Neal manages to clear his lines. In the second game, of course, Dwight managed to progress past Josh Franceschi of Arsenal, the celebrity fan, 3-1. I think the pressure probably told on Josh a little bit there, whereas Neal, his route to the quarterfinals, I should say, has been slightly different. He beat Aston Villa and John McGinn 6-1, a very comfortable display indeed in that one. And then Philip Billing, he beat him as well, 4-2, Smithy.
Yeah, we've seen some great games and we've seen so many goals in this tournament. Of course, this is the last quarter-final match. The winner going up against Diogo Jota of Wolves. Both semi-finals and the final will be with you from 3 o'clock tomorrow. And we cannot wait for those matches. Let's bring Harry Pinheiro in. He's been with us all week. Harry, what are the fans saying about this one? Who do you think the fans are tipping as favourite? Bearing in mind we've seen both these players play twice in this tournament already. Where do the fans see this one going?
Yeah, a lot of the fans, as you would expect, due to Neal's performances in his first 2 games, are tipping Neal to win this game. However, Dwight is still proving that he can, soak up possession. So I'm not going to listen to what the fans have got to say or what I feel like is going to happen anyway. But yeah, it seems very cagey, this one, in the beginning. But we all know how all our cagey games have started, how they ended. So I'm expecting something different. All it takes is a goal to kind of open up this game, Joe.
Yeah, Neal struggling a little bit to contain Dwight's possession-based style. You can see the in-game tactics being worked on already by both sets of players. Neal breaking away here, looking to find the feet or maybe even the head of his star player so far, Glenn Murray, but he can't do it. This is going to be a real chess match of a game between 2 players that love FIFA, play a lot of FIFA, and will be buzzing about going up against Diogo Jota, who's of course represented his club and his country at esport level already. So whoever goes through is going to face a tough time. The other side of the draw is a semi-final that you'll be able to watch tomorrow between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Raheem Sterling, a battle of 2 of England's best players. This game is so patient. Look at the build-up around the edge of the box. It's almost like watching professional FIFA players with the pads here, Smithy.
Yeah, it's been a real feature of particularly Neal Maupay, but also Dwight McNeil's game. Big chance. Not to be, but it's been a real build-up, particularly with Neal Maupay. He had 70% possession, or 68% possession to be exact, in the first half of his last game, dominating possession. Dwight McNeil likes to get on the ball as well, so it's no surprise to see than passing the ball around. And the surprise being, Joe, that this could be 0-0. Would it be our first 0-0 at half-time stage if it remains at this in the tournament?
Yeah, it would certainly be one of our lowest scoring first halves, that's for sure. Look at Neal here, just looking to work an opening for Glenn Murray, who's his danger man. Spins with Maupay. Oh, just the wrong ball. Very, very close to opening the door there. Dwight McNeil playing really well so far. Might well be Dwight McNeil's most impressive performance of the tournament so far. Just keeping Neal Maupay at bay. 0-0 as we approach the half-time whistle. Brighton are going to have a chance, though. Oh, and it's just deflected through to the goalkeeper's hands, Smith.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I think this is Dwight McNeil's best performance. If we analyse his last games, 3-2 win against Ryan Fredericks. 2-0 lead he did take in that game, but Ryan Fredericks got 2 goals back in quick succession. In his next game, he was up against one of our celebrity contestants, Josh Franceschi of Arsenal. But in that game, Josh Franceschi did make 2 big errors to gift Dwight McNeil 2 goals. He did very well in the build-up, but Josh Franceschi was very annoyed at himself in that game for Dwight to win. But Dwight has had a very, very good first half against Neal Maupay, who many people tipping to go very far. And Neal Maupay scoring goals galore in this tournament. 6 in his first game, 4 in his second. But he cannot find the back of the net in this first half. And surely, Joe, that is the end of the first half action. 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0, a very, very close affair. Dwight, let's just get your thoughts on that first tie. It's very, very tense, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tense game. I think at the start we were both feeling each other out, get used to each other. But no, Neal's a very good player, and you can tell he plays a lot of FIFA.
Yeah, you're looking to keep the ball a lot, which is something Neal's also done. Is that a tactic you're looking to employ in this one? Just keep him off the ball?
Yeah, it's the aim, especially when he's got the danger man up front, Glenn Murray. But at the minute, I'm keeping that at bay, but there's still a long way to go.
Plenty of time to go. We'll let you guys get on with the second half then. Harry, what are the people at home saying? Who do they think is going to win this game?
Yeah, I'm literally just checking right now. So a lot of people actually saying that Dwight could actually win this now. I think he's had a lot of the possession. I checked now. Someone's told me 68% possession that he's got right now. So it seems that he is in ascending order in terms of how the game's going at the moment. But you know how this tournament has ended. It's been a lot of upsets. But Dwight's actually holding himself in high esteem at the moment. So it's a good performance from Dwight.
Yeah, real tactical battle going on here between the two players. You can tell they play an awful lot of FIFA. Both of them with pride on the line. We know Neal Maupay's been watching a lot of games in the build-up to this one. And here's a chance for Burnley, but look at that defending by Neal Maupay. Very, very calm at the back, not rushing it. And Smithy, so far, it looks like this could end a draw. And if it ends as a draw, it'll go to golden goal, won't it?
Yes, we have not seen golden goal used once in this tournament. We haven't needed to see it used once at all. We came close in a couple of the games. Christian Atsu against Musa Sissoko, latest goal to prevent golden goal. That was an 89th minute winner for Christian Atsu in a very early game against Spurs. But what's really interesting about this game, Joe, is that Neal Maupay, we praised him before the game. A big part of his game was the build-up play. We saw particularly interesting in his last game against Philip Billing of Bournemouth, where there was just pass after pass. We counted about 30 passes. It wasn't to be as a goal, but it's a big part of his game is passing and the build-up play. And Dwight McNeil looks to be playing Neal Maupay at his own game. And I think it goes to show, Dwight alluded to it earlier, that he's been watching Neal play and he's playing him at his own game. It's going to be fascinating to see who gets this first goal, because it might be one goal wins this.
Yeah, it will probably be one goal that wins it. It's very, very tense. Glenn Murray's struggling to get into the game at the moment. Of course, he's got 8 goals in his first 2 matches for Neal Maupay. And as you can see, they're also patient defenders. You know, we've talked about how patient they are going forward, but just look, watch Dwight McNeil, watch Neal Maupay sit off their men, not commit too often into the tackles, and just try and block off those passing lanes that are so crucial in FIFA 20. Here's Neal on the attack, though. Can he make anything out of it? A little skill move on the edge of the area. Into the feet of Neal Maupay. Into Glenn Murray. Here's a chance for Murray, the danger man. And a big save by Pope, Smithy.
Yes, Neal Maupay yesterday, he said Glenn Murray is the GOAT, mate. He scored 8 goals in his 2 games. Glenn Murray been very effective in this 85 mode, scoring a lot of goals for Neal Maupay, and that was a big chance. But once again, Dwight McNeil showing his own, defending really well. Here's Neal Maupay on the ball. Oh, and it is over the bar. So this is a very, very intriguing game. And you can see the tension. Look at the body language of the players. Neal and Dwight absolutely in the zone. And the body language, Harry, speaks volumes. We've got a big, big chance coming on now. Oh, it's another big save. Harry, some big, big saves.
Massive save. I've said early that this game is such a tight game, and some of the saves that I was seeing, some of the chances that are taken are very few and far between. It's not a game that's been open with full chances. It just shows how good the players are, really. But Smithy, what a game so far.
What a game we are winning. So I think while this hasn't been goals galore in that sense, it's been a real tactical battle. I think a lot of FIFA fans will be enjoying this game. And it'd be interesting to see if anyone changes anything as well, makes any tactical changes. Neal Maupay on the ball. And another chance for Brighton on the attack, Joe. Will it come to anything? Dwight McNeil defending very well once again. Been a theme of this match so far.
Yeah, you can tell these two are really good, specifically defensively. They both try to cut off the passing lanes, like I said earlier, rather than commit men, which makes it really hard around the edge of the area. It's going to have to be a really good goal, a bit of skill, maybe a 1-2 to open this game up. But at the moment, there's nothing to separate them. We've got 18 minutes left on the clock. If it finishes 0-0, it will go to golden goal, where the first goal will win it. McNeil has a chance going forward here with his goat, though, Jay Rodriguez. But look at that defending by Neal Maupay. It's brilliant, Harry.
Yeah, it's brilliant defending. I don't feel like the players are taking their chances as much. They should have been. But, I mean, the chances that have been taken have been amazing. Some great save there by Pope there, Joe.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable save, wasn't it? A little bit of fortune that the ball fell to the feet of the striker. Here's a chance, though, for Brighton. Inside the box, just looking to pick that final ball. Willing to restart and recycle. Glenn Murray, surely? No, another big save for Pope. It just isn't happening for Glenn Murray today, Smithy.
Joe, this has been an absolute goalkeeping masterclass so far. Another big, big save. Corner, 78 minutes on the clock. No goals so far. Another chance over the bar. Harry, Neal, this is something that we've not seen even come near to in this tournament. We've been blessed with so many goals. 0-0. The goalkeepers are absolutely on fire. We could be looking at golden goal, Harry, for the first time ever.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely feel like the winner of this game, their keeper has to be the man of the match, because it's been an amazing performance by both keepers. This is actually a tighter game than the Musa Sissoko and the Christian Atsu game that we watched, and I thought that was tight, but this is really, really tight. I think this is a testament of how good these two players are here, Joe.
Yeah, here's a chance for Brighton, though, but they just can't pick the ball between the lines. Brilliant defending by Dwight McNeil. He'll look to break away. Burnley here, just looking to put their foot on the ball. But that's a great interception by Neal Maupay with his own character, and now they'll look to break away. Brighton looking for a last-minute goal. Of course, Neal Maupay going through the last round with some late drama against Philip Billing. That was a draw up till very late. He ended up winning it 4-2. So there's still plenty of time. Despite only 5 minutes in the in-game clock, there's still plenty of time to get a goal. Golden goal looks like it could be upon us here, though, Smith.
Yeah, it does look like it's upon us. 88 minutes, 89 minutes on the clock approaching. This would be heartache for someone to lose it now. With 90 minutes on the clock, you do not want to lose a game of FIFA or a game of football, or any game for that matter, this late on. Neal, they cannot be separated. Surely this is going to be the last chance of the game, and well defended once again. Brilliant tactical battle we are witnessing. And it looks like, Joe, we are going to go to golden goal, mate.
Yeah, this has just been such a brilliant FIFA match. It's so tense out there.
There we go.
Dwight, talk to us, because you must be sweating at home.
I'll be honest. I think I defended a lot better than ever in the last couple of games. I think I knew I had to coming against someone like Neal. He was very good attacking and defending.
Yeah, that was really, really tense. I think you defended brilliantly because both players wanted to have so much of the ball there. Smithy, just talk to me what your thoughts are on this game so far.
Joe, absolutely brilliant tactical masterclass from both players. We've seen so many goals. We've seen an 8-2. We've seen an 8-0. We've been blessed with. We've seen a 5-4. Goals galore in this tournament. 0-0. This is the first time golden goal has been used in the EPL Invitational. Dwight McNeil defending brilliantly against Neal Maupay. Harry, got to come to you first. This has been a really close game. How do you see it going into the next game then, Golden Goal? How do you see this one going, Harry?
Smithy, I told you, I'm not doing it because this game has been one of those games where I'm not doing it. I'm not letting myself down again. But do you know what? It's been such a tight game. I genuinely can't call it, even if I wanted to. But I must say, though, Dwight's defending is sensational. It's brilliant. He knows how to nullify attacks as well. He's done a great job of that. But the one problem that he's going to have is that with Neal, you give him one clear-cut chance, even though there has been one. But with that Glenn Murray, a.k.a. the GOAT, it's a problem, Smithy.
Yeah. What's interesting about this is, Joe, we've all played FIFA against mates or players that we played with regularly. It's interesting to see if you change your tactics going into another game. Do you think now that they know each other, they've played a game, they'll look to change anything up, or do you think we'll see more of the same?
I think we'll probably see much of the same because, we spoke about how close it's been and there have been chances. Glenn Murray's had a few glaring opportunities, and if it wasn't for the Burnley goalkeeping, it might well be a different scoreline. Having said that, at the other end, Matty Ryan has also bailed Neal out a few times. This is just a brilliant tactical game between two excellent FIFA players.
Yeah. All right, let's have a quick word with both players. Neal, what a game we've seen. This is the first golden goal we've seen in the whole tournament. Neal, can I just get your thoughts on that game? We're having a few technical difficulties with Neal, so we'll go to Dwight. Dwight, golden goal. How are the nerves feeling? We're just about to start.
He's a good player.
How are you feeling, Dwight?
We've got the same style of play.
It's interesting. Like I say, it's never gone to it, but I'm looking forward to it, and all the best to Neal.
Are you going to change anything, Dwight, at all? Or I imagine you're not going to answer that question because it will give your opponent an edge. More of the same, we're going to see.
Yeah, more the same.
Okay, we will let both players crack on. We can start our next game. So good luck once again to Neal Maupay and to Dwight McNeil. First time we've seen it. EPL Golden Goal, EPL Invitational. The first time we have seen Golden Goal, Harry. It is getting very exciting. I think the body language of the players, you can just see how nervous it is and see how much these players want to win this tournament.
I haven't seen that much sighing in a long time. We can see how there's water being drunk here. It's one of those ones where they're staying hydrated. It's all a mental thing at the moment. And I can tell that it means a lot to them right now. As you can see, they're in the arena right now about to start this off. But it's been a great game. And I'm actually happy that it's gone to the Golden Goal because it's the first time it's happened in the EPL Invitational. So that's one for the books anyway, Joe.
Yeah, exactly. Just a reminder, if you don't realise, this Golden Goal, first goal wins the game here. We have restarted the match, but the first goal wins between Brighton and Burnley. The first game finished 0-0 between these two. It is incredibly tense, a real tactical battle. Both of the players are leaning forwards, very focused on the game, Smiths.
Joe, I don't know how the players are feeling because I am so nervous and stressed just watching this on behalf of the players. Don't forget, Golden Goal, the first goal wins this game and advances to the semi-final, and this is the first chance. Oh, and it is cleared. Harry, I'm so nervous for them. I don't know how they're coping with this.
I'm genuinely speechless right now because I can only imagine the pressure that they're going through right now. I can only imagine playing it right now. A lot of sweaty palms, a lot of maybe just thinking too much about the game. And it's hard to be composed in this situation right now, but this is where the best FIFA players are noted, basically. So I can't wait, sweetie.
And Harry, what I want to ask you as well is, obviously you've been engaging with the fans a lot. This is big for the fans, isn't it? We've seen so many messages from Brighton fans supporting Neal and Burnley fans supporting Dwight. They've invested so much in this. Whilst obviously there's no football going on, this is a real chance for the fans to get one over on other fans, isn't it? It's been brilliant to see all the fans get involved in this.
Oh yeah, the fans have absolutely been amazing. It's been like they've engaged, they've asked questions, they've been supportive of the players, which is amazing. Even the celebrity players that we had for Arsenal and Manchester United respectively, they've literally shown so much support. So a big thank you to the fans as well. They've been engaging. Sorry I can't respond to all the comments because as you can see the players are really, really into this, but it's been amazing from the fans, Joe.
Yeah, and just coming back to the match action where we are seeing the chess match between these two play out in front of us to epic extents. Dwight McNeil trying to keep hold of the ball and pick passing lines. Both of these players, expert level defenders, trying to cut off the passing lines that are being created. At the moment, you can see Burnley keeping hold of the ball. In the first half of this game, Dwight had 68% possession, which is maybe a bit of a shock because Neal Maupay managed to put up nearly 70% in his last 2 games. So both players want the ball, want to pass it around. But it's so even, Smithy. I just can't split these two guys.
I cannot split them at all. We just hope there's not a mistake that gives someone a lead or gives someone the victory, because obviously the next goal does win. But there's going to be so few chances, you feel, in this game, as there was in the first game. So it's going to be fascinating to see how this one unfolds. But again, as we've seen in the first game, a lot of passing, very, very technical in the build-up. But once again, defending, the best defensive masterclass we've seen all tournament. You know, we've played 90 minutes plus 20 in this golden goal, and no goal has been scored yet. Without doubt, the best defensive masterclass, Harry, we've seen all tournament.
100%. I don't think any of these players can actually feel bad if they don't win this, because they've actually proved to themselves that they're very good players. It's very hard to even get a chance right now. Through balls aren't going through. Look how he's set up defensively. He's made sure that he's covered himself, and it's making it harder for Neal to actually penetrate. It's such a great game, Joe.
Yeah, brilliant game. The winner of this will go through to face Diogo Jota at the semi-finals tomorrow. Here could be a chance for Glenn Murray if he manages to spin his man, but he doesn't. He does, though, pick up a free kick right on the edge of the area. This is a great chance for Neal Maupay, who's put his own player over the ball. Could we see it? Oh! It is over the bar. Great effort by Neal Maupay. This game has had everything, Smithy.
Joe, how is Neal Maupay staying so calm, sat in that chair? Wasn't even leaning forward. I don't know how he's managing to stay so calm, because we're in the golden goal stage at 30-minute mark in our second game, still no goal. And that was Neal Maupay with his in-game character, with a free kick narrowly over the bar. Dwight McNeil breathing a sigh of relief. We cannot split these two competitors. Still 0-0. Next goal wins, don't forget. This is just incredible FIFA, Joe.
Yeah, this is just so watchable, isn't it? I'm sure everybody at home right now is so entertained by Dwight McNeil and Neal Maupay here. Here's Dwight McNeil just using the in-game tactics, looking to get to the byline, drill one across. Here's a chance for McNeil. Oh, but it bobbles into the goalkeeper's hand. This game is epic. It's so end-to-end, so tactical. Here's another chance for Neal Maupay. What a pass that is. Trossard is in behind. Just wonder whether Neal should have risked the shot there at the front post. Maybe one pass too many, Harry.
Yeah, I think that's the chance he would have taken if he was 2-3-0 up. But it's a confidence issue at the moment right now, because there's a lot on the line. Nobody wants to, mess up, because it can potentially cost them their place right now. So Neal definitely would have taken that chance in another game. But a big performance here from Dwight. He's done enough to put him off in every performance that he's done on this field. So it's a great performance, Joe.
Yeah, you can see both players using the overload tactic in-game to try and get a little edge, try and pick a pass in between the lines. But the defensive performance from both of these guys has just been monstrous. There's been no real opportunities of note other than in the first half with 2 good saves. But we've now played nearly a game and a half, and we're still waiting for that all-important goal. A reminder that any goal in this game wins it. Here's a chance for Burnley. They're still on the attack with Jay Rodriguez. No, Brighton are able to clear. This is so tense. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm sure everybody at home is on the edge of my seat. I don't know how they're remaining so calm, both of these players. I am sweating, Smithy.
Do you know what? When I play FIFA, I can never just play it sat back like Neal is now. Dwight McNeil obviously leaning forward. I can't believe how calm Neal Maupay is being. As you said, we've played a game and a half and not a single goal has separated these teams. We're going to hear the half-time whistle any minute. There might be one last chance, although I doubt it, because I think the whistle will blow any minute. And that is going to mean we're going to go to a second half in our second game in our last quarter-final, sorry. There it is. There is the half-time whistle. Dwight McNeil, this is just absolutely brilliant to watch. 0-0, you just cannot be separated after a game and a half. What a game of FIFA this is. How was the nerves for you?
Yeah, nerves kicking in. Neal's, especially from the second half in the last game and this first half, he's got on the ball more. But yeah, it's crazy what's going on. But I'm enjoying it.
You're enjoying it, Dwight, but I've noticed that you've wiped your hands 3 times during that one question I asked you. Are you getting a bit sweaty?
Yeah, they're getting sweaty. Yeah, they're getting sweaty. Yeah, but
I love it. Both players laughing. Neil, let's get your thoughts. Only 1 shot on target
it's a tight game.
Second game, amazing.
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, he's playing really well. I don't know. I think one detail will make the difference, so I need to be careful.
Neil, I've got to ask you, how are you remaining so calm? I know that you've played in high pressurised games in the Premier League, as has Dwight, of course. You're sat back in your chair, very relaxed. You look more relaxed than we do commentating. How are you looking so relaxed during this game? Because it's so nerve-wracking.
I'm in the game, and because I'm playing FIFA a lot, I know if I'm getting nervous, I will lose. So trying to keep calm.
Okay, well, best of luck to Neil and to Dwight in our second half. If you have just joined us, this is our second game between Neal Maupay of Brighton and Dwight McNeil of Burnley. 0-0 in the first game. So we now go to golden goal. Or quite simply, the first person to score wins this game. Only 1 shot in the first half, Joe.
Only 1 shot. It's unbelievably tactical, isn't it? Burnley had a good chance there, by the way, but it was blocked well. Here's a good chance. But no, Brighton are going to be able to clear. And at the moment, there's nothing to split them. Possession 49-51. No real difference in shots. Brighton looking to break away here. And the inability to find Glenn Murray has been something I've really noticed this game. Dwight shut that passing lane down brilliantly. He scored 8 goals in 2 games in the build-up to this, but he just hasn't been able to get on the ball. Let's see if we can get anything in this second half that splits these 2 guys.
Let's bring Harry Pinero in. Harry, we are witnessing a very unique game. We haven't seen a game like this in the tournament so far. I mean, some of the stats we've just said there, how few chances there's been in this game. You just feel for the player that's going to lose it at this stage now, don't you?
I want to cry for them because my face is literally zoomed into my screen. I'm watching this with sheer excitement because if I was in this position right now, I can only imagine the stress that I'll be going through right now. But credit to both of these players again. They've been amazing. If you want to learn how to defend on FIFA, this is generally how to do it. I'm definitely going to be learning some tactics from this. But yeah, it's been an amazing game. And I think whoever wins this will deserve it because it has been that close, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. Again, you can see the overload tactic being used by both players, looking to pick a passing lane, but it's just so packed in the midfield. Forcing players now to shoot from range. Maybe that's a sign of things to come. Players looking for the wonder goal to separate them, or a set piece. Now Brighton are looking to break away through Neal Maupay himself. Of course, the in-game characters will start to be tiring now. 60 minutes into this game. Just a reminder that we've already played out a 90-minute 0-0 before this game. So we are currently in a golden goal match. Next goal scored wins it. It's an epic, Smiths.
It is an absolute epic. For a 0-0, we are glued to our seat. Let us know. Intrigued to know what the fans think. Who's going to win this one? It's so tough to call. So few chances, particularly in the second game. And I just feel for the person that's going to lose this game. Big chance. There is the goal. Wow, there is the goal, Joe. Wow, what have we just seen? That is the goal. I'm absolutely speechless, Joe.
Wow, a massive celeb from Dwight McNeil. A big, big goal sees Burnley progress through to the next round. Dwight, you must be absolutely delighted right now.
Yeah, it's just how long was that game? The last 2 games, I found that one opening that I needed, and that was the one opening I've been looking for, and it was my man again, J-Rod, with a goal. But no, credit to Neil, he's an amazing player, and I loved the game, and I haven't been that nervous before playing a FIFA game, or I've never played a FIFA game that's been that tight, but no, credit to Neil as well.
Yeah, Neil, there was Dwight saying he was very nervous during that one of the tightest FIFA games he's ever been involved in. Was that one of the best FIFA games you've ever played?
Oh, yes, definitely. I think it was one of the most competitive. Yeah, I made a mistake. I pulled up my centre-back too high, and he's seen it, so well done. And yeah, good luck in semi-final. It was a great tournament, so thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, well done, Neil. Commiserations to you. Dwight, you now progress through to play against Diogo Jota, one of the tournament favourites. I know you've watched a couple of his games. What have you made of him so far?
Yeah, he's a great player. Very good at attacking, especially his own character as well. Scored quite a few goals with him. With a few players actually, but no, I'm looking forward to the semi-final.
And are you going to change anything? You keep the ball brilliantly. You defended amazingly well there, it has to be said. Are you going to change anything at all before you play Diogo?
No, I think I just got to take what I did against Neil in this game, hopefully do it in the next game and see where it takes me. But no, I'm looking forward to it.
So there we go. Dwight McNeil, congratulations, commiserations to you, Neil. Dwight, you progressed to face Diogo Jota. What an epic game, Smithy. I am buzzing. I'm sweating still now.
Unbelievable game, and it's such a tough way for Neal Maupay to lose. He's been brilliant this tournament, scoring goals for fun. He's been very entertaining as well. We've caught up with him in the past. Great guy. So thank you very much, Neil, for being involved in this tournament and playing his part. But Dwight McNeil, maybe the underdog, Harry. Many people thought, having seen Neal Maupay, he does progress. And what a semi-final matchup we have, and what a game! I need to calm down after that game, Harry. I don't know about you, but that was epic, wasn't it?
Personally, I just want to apologise to Dwight for not mentioning his name as much as I should have, because he definitely should have been in the running for one of the people that should be winning it. But he's an amazing defender. He knows how to defend, knows how to nullify attacks. And I think that's going to be very, very important when he comes against Diogo. We know his style of football is more possession-based, and he's got great finishing as well. So it'll be great to see both of their styles. But I never expected a golden goal, and I never expected us to go over to another game as well. So it's a great bit of football from both of them, Smithy.
Yeah, great game and some mouth-watering semi-finals we've got, Joe. That is all the quarterfinals done. Some big games tomorrow to look forward to.
Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Raheem Sterling in particular, I think for me, just because they've played before, they played each other a few times on England training camps, and obviously Trent's come out on top. So Raheem is saying that his home setup will hopefully see him through there. He's very confident about his own FIFA ability. But the other game, Diogo Jota versus Dwight McNeil. Dwight McNeil feels like he's getting better and better with every single game, progressing into this tournament. And maybe he's going to hit his peak at the right time, Smiths.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. He has been getting better and better, and the form book would say we'd go with Diogo Jota as the favourite for that, but then the form book said we'd go with Neal Maupay for the favourite in that game, and he lost. So another tough one to call. Let's round up day 4's action. That is us done today. We saw 4 quarterfinals, and this was how they unfolded. Trent Alexander-Arnold beating Christian Atsu of Newcastle 4-1. Wolverhampton Wanderers being represented by Diogo Jota, scoring goals for fun in this tournament, has to be said, beating League Invitational 5-2. So Sheffield United out at the quarter-final stage. Everton losing to Manchester City 4-2. Andre Gomez coming up just short against Raheem Sterling, but did have a great tournament. And Brighton 0, Burnley 1, thanks to a golden goal. 0-0 in our first game, and Burnley winning 1-0. So they're through to the finals, which is tomorrow. Just to confirm, 2 semi-final matches and the final will be broadcast to you on finals day tomorrow. It is Liverpool being represented by Trent Alexander-Arnold against his England teammate in Raheem Sterling in one of the semi-finals. And Wolverhampton Wanderers being represented by Diogo Jota, been brilliant in this tournament so far, against Dwight McNeil of Burnley, who has just got better and better as the tournament progresses. So there we go. Trent Alexander-Arnold against Raheem Sterling. We are making no more predictions because that is a very tough semi-final to call. Big game involving the 2 England teammates tomorrow. Joe, let's look ahead to these 2 fixtures, of course, tomorrow. Raheem against his old club as well. Teammates as well. There's the other semi-final. Diogo Jota against Dwight McNeil. Wolves against Burnley. So let's just quickly look ahead to those. Firstly, Liverpool against Man City. It's a huge fixture on paper in the Premier League, and it's a big fixture involving 2 England teammates in this tournament.
Yeah, Raheem's going to have to do what not many people have been able to against Trent, and that's score a lot of goals, because Trent has obviously conceded 1 apiece in each of his last 2 games. A very, very competent defender and a brilliant attacker. Raheem Sterling, slightly more porous at the back, but equally as good going forward. So hopefully that game will see loads of goals. As for Jota versus Dwight McNeil, if McNeil could defend anything like he just did against Neal Maupay, then we're in for a treat. Another stressful 90 minutes.
For all of us, I think. It was hard watching. We hope you all enjoyed that. Harry, what a day we've witnessed. One of the best days so far today. So much drama.
I think each day becomes the best day, because I said day 1 was amazing, then day 2 is good, day 3, now day 4. So I'm just geared up for day 5. We've got great blockbusters and well-deserved players, so I can't wait for it, Smith.
Yeah, that is all we have time for today. We hope you've enjoyed day 4. It is finals day tomorrow. We'll bring you both semi-finals and the final live from 3 o'clock tomorrow. So do please join us then. And just a quick reminder, please all stay home, stay safe and save lives. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.